Good morning, everyone. Oz here. Or good afternoon for you, I guess, maybe. We'll see. Welcome back to Ostranauts. Now, today, now that we have our ship all nice and organized, we are going to go and we're going to buy ourselves a nice and tasty salvage ticket. We're going to get out there and we're going to start earning some real money. Because what do we want to do? We want to turn our ship from a tiny, dinky little box sled into a full-size frigate capable of, stripping out an entire new ship. I mean, honestly, we'll probably keep a lot of the deconstruction and dismantling jobs for Captain Walsh himself. But at some point, Captain Walsh is going to get his very own pirate crew because we are going to start recruiting people the moment our ship gets large enough. I don't think this is a big enough ship just yet, but we will get there. So, let's begin. Let's first head off to the fuel kiosk and double check to make sure that we paid our finances last time. Yes, we did. Fill up our RCS. We don't need heavy water, which is our deuterium oxide, or our helium just yet. But we'll top up on our atmospherics. We'll recharge our batteries. And that'll do us for now. So let's see. So I think we have enough space to do everything I want, but just in case, we're gonna rip this chair out. Let's pick up our crates again so that way we have our tools on us. Let's see. So yeah, no, our power drill is out of power. So we're gonna have to end up fixing that. Luckily, I don't think we need the soldering iron anymore. So we can free up some space in our inventory that way. Well, we'll smack that battery in there. And we'll see about picking up a few more GOT chargers for now. We'll dump our old chair back up in the station. So that way it isn't taking up, unnecessary space on our ship, because we have some looting to do, and a ship doesn't need, an extra lounge chair when we're this tight on space. So let's see. Get 2 GOT chargers, and just to save ourselves some time, let's get some batteries. Okay, so that will be sent to the barter zone on the ship. Let's check the scrap kiosk real quick, see if there isn't some kind of container that we can just kind of nest some of this stuff in that isn't one of our crates. Well, I guess we might have to use one of our crates for now. Oh well. So, we have $30,000, and you know what, for now, I think we're gonna just be careful. We're gonna save our money. We're just gonna buy a 24-hour license, because 24 hours seems to be enough time for us to run out, strip one ship down, and then come back. So, we now have our permit in our inventory. Very nice. Very nice. Now let's see, where did those chargers go? Because they're not in my backpack. Is this a full battery? Yes, it is. So let's come over here. That doesn't need charging, but our power drill does. So we'll swap out the battery. Now, where did my stuff go? There it is. So here's one. There's two. There should be one more battery around on the ship somewhere. Our matching bathroom toothbrushes. Alright, so let's slap an install down. Let's check the power visibility real quick. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. We'll open up the inventory. We'll plop the battery in. And there we go. Now I want to say that we are all set for our next big space journey. Let's check our EVA suit. So this is a punch gun, apparently, or a slam fire pistol or something. So I'm not seeing an inventory for this pistol, so I'm assuming that this pistol is already fully loaded, which is interesting. So, let me just double check. I don't remember what I put in these totes, if anything, so that's our stationwear, I guess. And that one was just spare parts. That's extra stuff for our suits, so we'll check our battery and everything else. Oxygen good, battery is okay, carbon filter is perfect. Oh yeah, that's right, we should pick up an EVA charger. That's what I was forgetting. Oh, I don't see one. Well, for now, we'll take a extra backpack because that'll give us an extra little bit of inventory space. Right, Walsh, run your butt over. And we'll install this other GOT charger. You know, let's put it right there. And now that gives us enough space to go and to charge up all of our GOT batteries that we have on hand. Let's see, I guess we'll move you over here for now, window. I don't know, we'll put it like up here for now. That'll make sense later. And let's double check our Halverson. Which must mean all of our battery chargers, yep, are full and have full batteries. So we have a lot of batteries. We have to see about finding a EVA charger though at some point, or finding a time to borrow that one out of the station. Admittedly though, that one might end up with us tangling with the AO security, and those guys are a little bit nasty, and I do happen to quite like OK Leg. So let's go to our comms console, hit up our dock info. We can request some info, request undocking clearance, pop the clamps, and let's free ourselves from Ganymede so that way we don't crash into it. Watch the throttle so that way we don't pass out from G-forces. So where is... So let's take a little trip actually. And on our way back from there, because we can get there in under 24 hours, as you can see, you know, it's only going to take us at current speed about 2-3 hours. Oh goodness, we're pulling over 3 Gs at max thrust without being weighed down. So if we're going to go the maximum amount, I guess, that we can tolerate is going to be about 1.9. So while we're at it, we want to go and we want to open up our PDA. We're going to open up our nav station. And we want to transfer over this nav data. And let's double check. We got some contacts. We'll update our contacts with that. We'll take the rest of these files and we'll move them all to our personal PDA so that way we can just sell them a little bit easier if we ever decide to, or if we even can, at the flotilla or the black market. But that should, in theory, once we hop on here, give us the names of a few more ships out here. Yeah, look at that. Basilisk Stormbrother. Something Lion. There's a bunch of people over there. Jaundiced Brother. Roasted One, by all means. Right now I'm proud of our ship though, the Howling Leaf. Oh, ship scan detected. Oh, piss off, okay, like. We have a valid signature and we've got nothing on us. What do you want? Yeah. See? I told you, huh? Our transponder appears to be in good order. That's right. Better piss off, you little bastard. So come over there and I will shut down and I will take over your ship and I will turn it into my own personal scrap. I swear. You know what? That's going to be our new next little challenge. The next time that we get the chance, the next time any security punk decides to think he's a little bit too smart, we'll dismantle his ship around him and leave him bleeding out in the middle of space. Want to mess with Space Pirate Captain Adam Walsh? Better think again. Looks like Improbable Statue is in for a fun time though. I think he's heading in for a little rendezvous over there. So since we're out in the middle of space, we can really just let loose on the fast speeds and just fly around. We just have to, you know, watch out for incoming ships. Ooh, looks like he did not get away. Goodness, the flotilla is a ways out there. So admittedly, we want to be careful with how fast we go with our VREL. I've managed to get it up to 2.5 kilometers per second. And slowing down from anything over 1 kilometer per second unless you have enough delta V, which is your fuel reserve, and enough, you know, power in your RCS and everything else. Terrifying. Not going to happen. You will just crash, burn, and die. There is no coming back from that. So we're just going to keep slowing down. Try to keep them, you know, about 10 minutes out until we get into a comfortable range. So let's see, range of 150 meters. Right at the flotilla. coming in about 400 meters per second. Slow that down to about 2. And there we go. We are now at a stable approach. Alright, there we go. We are within 5 kilometers. So now we'll slow speed down to 1. We'll hit up the local channel. And the flotilla will hit up for docking. We got our docking clearance. Now let's line us on up. I'm going to slow down our throttle just a bit. We can speed up our RCS VREL up to enough to take our ETA down to something reasonable. So we'll start around 125 and we'll slow down from there. But we're going to keep it at the one-time speed because, you know, well, actually, we might be perfectly lined up. We could probably dock this. I'm not going to try. I'm going to try. And he's good. And he's good. I tell people I love this game, and I do honestly mean it, and I think my piloting skills, at least for the docking, can prove that. From outside, the flotilla looks like an impossible place. A hodgepodge of dead ships bolted together at odd angles, entire hulls recognizable and intact, as if a dark star collapsed and sucked half the boneyard into a single doomed point. Inside its twisting warren of corridors leading to cabins of varying vague and ever-shifting purpose, trash and shadows gather in every corner. Figures dart and huddle and lie in heaps. A distinct melange of odors lend the place an air of tawdry exotic. Food, cigarettes, ozone, urine, perfume. Apparently it all started with a humble salvage pod and a pissed-off spacer. Accounts differ as to whether she was dodging criminals, or law enforcement, or simple docking fees. But in any case, she flew her little Ryoka Tu-77A about 3,000 clicks outside of 1036 Ganymede, welded it to the side of a reactor-powered Tetsudo Miena, and parked there for good. Her tantrum wouldn't have mattered if it weren't for a clever bit of engineering. She managed to hack together a controller for her RCS package that perfectly mimicked the oblong, years-long orbit of Ganymede. Soon after that, a heavy hitter in the criminal world caught wind of the spot outside the prying eyes of the IO security, moved his outfit on board, and the rest is history. Sordid, bloody, vile history. Now, years on, the flotilla has ripened into a refuge for criminals, thieves, freedom fighters, the insane. It's become a catch-all for anyone who refuses to hack it in the dead-end labor grind Iotimawa sponsors on OK Leg. There are no cops, no docking fees. A scrap trade for whole parts keeps the economy humming, along with a weapons broker, various drug dealers, and the odd humanitarian. Still, despite all this, there's something about the flotilla and the desperate people aboard it. Unlike OK Leg, where everyone has their hand in each other's pockets, the spacers here are bound by something stronger than a contract. The simple fact is that they share needs that can only be met by relying on each other. They need to eat, they need to sleep, they need to breathe. There's a certain pride to living here, an enduring knowledge that despite the fact that you might get stabbed in the liver, at least you won't die wearing an AO's t-shirt. I mean, hey, you know, fuck the corpos, am I right? Goodness, this place is, rough. Well, let's see what they got for sale. So we might be able to find some interesting stuff. Ooh, an arcade cabinet for 10 grand. Our guy does need some entertainment, but that's a little bit extra space that we don't need taken up right now. So, we're gonna call it good on that. So that leads to the outside. Ooh, is that a free canister? Don't mind if I do. Just gonna sell that straight to the station. Not wanted. Figures. Well, in that case then, keep it. I don't care. Goodness, this place is... Hoo-hoo. This place is rough. Pop the bins, see if there's anything in here. So, you know, it's any good space pirate captain's duty to check out and loot anything. Let's see. We are fatigued. I don't know how to fix that one. So you're hawking pond wares, and there is a locked crate on the floor. Well, I guess it's time for us to temporarily empty our hands and... Oh, that's where that other battery got off to. Dreaded thing. Oh, if you don't want your stuff, I'm just gonna pick it up and I'm gonna take it. So let's see. Slow down to a nice 2x speed. Pop the crate. Let's see what we managed to get. We have a t-shirt, a handgun, some carbon fiber. Nothing worth taking. They can keep it. Now let's talk with Jean-Claude Dixon. What do you got? Unfortunately, we don't need anything that they're selling here at the station, but we can always see if they'll buy anything that we have. Like, let's just sell off all the trash on the ship while we're at it. I don't know where it keeps coming from, if I'm honest. Because I could have sworn that I sold all the trash earlier. You know, we'll sell off the rip gun. Because we don't need any more than just one handgun on us. So there we go, we've made our first trade on the station. And do we know this person? No, we do not. So let's take a look around. So there's a reactor. I see fusion reactor station. So this is meant to power a station, so we could not slap this in our ship as much as we wanted to. You can see the helium, you can see the deuterium. They probably have a cryo pump around here somewhere. And look, a toolbox. And some scrubber cartridges that are actually in half-decent condition. We'll borrow those, and we'll take that charger while we're at it. Let's see, what's through here? And we are clobbered by the memory of the dumbest thing that we ever said. Good job, Adam. You dingus. Who are you? Crystal Floyd. We'll trade with you, see what you got. So you sell some pills and some drugs. That could be fun. Like some gravicine. So this actually will help us with the G-forces that we experience. So we'd be able to actually use our full thrusters to get out of here. So, you know, we'll get ourselves a gravusine pen. We aren't going to use it just yet. We'll kind of see about saving it for an emergency situation. But I'm kind of curious, you know, I've only ever been here one time, I want to say. So what's this guy doing here? Got nothing? Doing nothing? Okay, so Jean-Claude. So that is the market trader. We have Benjamin, he's just kind of useless. Solomon, he's just kind of useless. Where's everyone on the flotilla? Or is this it? Then we have Crystal, who we traded with. So wait, do we actually know any of these people? No, we do not. So wait, is that it? Just 4 people on the flotilla? Well, it might be worth coming back here to sell some stuff, but aside from that, I think this is going to be our only visit to the pirate space haven. So now that we're done checking out the flotilla, we still have a lot of time left on our salvage pass. So let's scroll out a little bit. We're definitely going to start hitting some ships. But eventually I want to explore those nav stations for OK Leg and other local ports, stuff like that. So let's switch to comms. Request clearance to undock. Pop the clamps. Pop free. Swap back to our nav console. Place that as our target. Swap back to our ship. We're gonna zoom all the fuck in. So that way we actually know where we're looking. We can crank our RCS just a little bit. Yeah, see, about 1.87, 1.9 is about the max that we can handle right now. If we wanted to go faster and hit more Gs, we would have to take that gravusine that we picked up from the flotilla. But we don't particularly need that right now. We're not doing anything too crazy. It's not like we're trying to outrun OK Leg security with a full ship after all. That's completely loaded up with potentially illegal goodies. There's no way that we're 6 minutes. Oh god. Adam, control your ship, Adam. You know what, let's tag the common misconception, just check on his status. Okay, so he's heading to OK Leg. And we are cruising compared to him. My guess is he's probably only doing about 200 to 300 meters per second, whereas we're almost doing a full kilometer. We manipulate our engines to slow us down. Cut the speed down so that way we're not gonna, you know, just rocket into this thing with the force of 1 billion suns. Try to keep our CRS and our VRL relatively low so that way we don't have a lot of adjusting to do. Get our bearing as straight as we can get it, because that'll set us up for later. cut speed back to regular time. Because we definitely don't want to crash. That means, you know, having to repair walls, repair our EVA, repair our thrusters. Everything on our ship would need a total overhaul of repair, and that would take me quite literally all day to repair. No, I don't want to talk to OK Leg. We want to talk to JM24. Let's see what they got to say. Target unresponsive. Initiate docking procedure. Alrighty. Time to salvage. Knock, knock. Coming in for a little snickety snack there. Hope you're ready, because we're a little bit hungry. Let's just hope our eyes aren't bigger than our stomach today. With the size of the distance, even though we were under 5 kilometers to the thing, there is a chance that we are coming up on another freighter or a frigate of some kind. It's going to be a massive ship here. Bada boom. Not bad. So it's the heavy android. It is a C4E Titan Max. I don't know what that is, but, well. Well, we can tell it goes out to at least here, so it's a decent sized ship. Ah, yes, more pilfered goodies. Let's, yeah, let's just put it over here for now. Pick up our battery. That can go here. We'll just put you on the floor. Alright, let's pick up our crate. And this one as well. Smack our helmet on. We should probably change out our battery real quick, so let's do that. Wrong bag. Let's see. 'Cause I want to go into this with a full battery and everything else. Alrighty, Adam, what have we gotten ourselves into this time? So we got pumps, bins, backpacks. Golden patch. Ooh, a fresh full compart bag. Check the bin. Has some extra batteries. We'll take those, which reminds me. So there's the grav pen. I want to say that we're actually missing a bag. Where did that end up? You know what? It'll be fine. We'll find it at some point when we're organizing our ship again later. Everything has a way of always appearing when you need it. Oh yeah, that's right. We'll take this extra drink pouch. Stop spacing our ship. So we've got a big empty space. Here's some wires. An auto vent. Yeah, we'll take one of those because we could use that. Some O2 cans, we'll take those for ourselves. Those will sell for good money. Especially if they're still loaded up with oxygen. Now, we're going to take a careful look around this entire ship before we go doing something stupid like flipping the power on. Because those batteries are fully charged. Uh-huh, and there is a reactor. Yeah, we're going to uninstall that. There we go. So we'll uninstall that before we actually turn the power back on, just so that way we don't accidentally blow ourselves up, because I don't know what kind of state this reactor is in. I don't know if it has its deuterium or hydrogen or cooling or whatever. So just to be on the safe side, we'll rip it up and throw it on our ship. And there we go. Now we no longer have to worry about accidentally blasting ourselves into space with a radioactive device there. Once we flip this power on, a few more thrusters, we'll probably end up taking those. There we go. Now we got power, so we can take a good proper gander. Let's check the inventory of this smart crate. Empty, so that means our total of smart crates is going to be up to 16, I want to say. We'll take another EVA battery. Always need them. So that's a little bathroom. You can hear some alarms going off over here for oxygen. So here's another bathroom. Check some of these bins. All empty. Closed and damaged. Let's just scrap it for now. Now, I think I will end up marking this ship for in the background. I'm going to come back and I am going to take a lot of the cargo and the flooring out of this place, and I'm going to turn this into an extension on our current ship, because this is a lot of free floor space that we could desperately use. And along with all these thrusters, it'll be perfect. Ooh, a cryo tank. See, I knew they had cryo tank on here somewhere. All we need now is a deuterium tank, and then we have everything. Yeah, we aren't going to take the trenchers, but we'll take the 4-liter flask. We'll leave that for now. But this will help us actually turn our ship into something of note. So let's see. What am I missing? So is this just some kind of transport liner then? I mean, it's not a bad sized ship, to be honest. And we could fix her up. Well, I've already started ripping out the reactors, so that's not going to happen. For now, we'll turn the power off and save some kilowatts. And we'll start the uninstalling. So we'll head to the orders, we'll hit the uninstall, and we'll just tag everything over here by the generator. Actually, you know what? We'll tag everything. Aside from conduit, that is. Because this will get us, you know, a whole bunch of interesting bits, bobs, and other such. And especially if we're going to come back and rip this ship apart for pieces anyways, we might as well take everything off the walls and rip it all down. So we're just gonna kind of go and do a little sweeping motion across the entire ship. Now, admittedly, I know for a fact people tend to like to build symmetrical ships, so we usually go and get pretty symmetrical with the way that we're waving our magic wand of rip it up and claim it for our own. Alrighty. Well, Mr. Walsh. let's go. Let's deal with any doors that might still be in our way. Oh, there's the door. So, now that we have all the doors opened, I want to say we should be ready to go. So I'll cue this up as a little bit of a time lapse for you guys, and we'll be back. Alright, so let's slow things down a little bit, and we're going to go through bit by bit, and we're going to make sure that we're actually uninstalling everything from this ship. So we missed that there, we missed these bins. We're actually going to start installing some bins, so that way we can move out of smart crates. Because the bins and the racks in this game, they are actually very, very useful. So we got all the chairs uninstalled. We got all these bins uninstalled. Can't get to that light right now. So if we toggle power, this can show us a little bit of where we missed some things. But we'll just toggle that back off. And I guess well, we'll start using haul order then. We'll just start hauling everything. Come on, Adam. I said we're going to haul everything. Goodness, some days I swear he sleeps with cotton in his ears. And you know what? For a second, we can go and let's come over here and let's toggle power for our ship, so that way we aren't just pumping out all of our, well, we are going to pump out all of our oxygen and our nitrogen, but now that we actually have atmospheric set up, right? There's our oxygen. Did I set up nitrogen? Where did I? Yeah, I did set up the nitrogen. Yeah, we'll be fine. We should have enough to go and to repressurize the ship. So we'll put him to auto task and we'll just start to haul everything over. Now, admittedly, the chairs don't sell for much, so we are going to skip going and grabbing those because, well, frankly, we don't really need furniture here. Oh, and looks like Adam ran out of brain power to figure out where to place things, so we're gonna have to come in here and see what kind of mess he made. So let's see, Adam, what have you done to my floor? Well, that bin can go there. Let's just, see about playing a little bit of Tetris here for a second. Oh, no, that's a door. We can't put a door there. So that was the first set of hauling from our uninstalls. We got the entire reactor, we got some bins, we got some thrusters, we got some vents. Let's see. I'm gonna go through a little bit more carefully now. And we're gonna tag things as we go. Let's see. This time I'll actually try to include this as a little bit of a time lapse so that we can see. So we're starting right now at Universal Time Code 2799018 a.m. in our uninstall. And we'll see what time code we end up with for our finish. Adam, stop being a little shit. When I tell you to cancel an action, buddy, you are in. Adam, I swear, I'm going to kick your ass. Go toggle power now. Yeah, because see Adam, if you took your helmet off in that, you would have gone and you would have suffocated, you bloody moron. There we go. Low pressure alert is done. Skip forward 2 hours. Okay, and we are going to reload that because I have no clue why he died. And that is bullshit. And let's pray that our last autosave wasn't too long ago. Okay, so I have a vague idea of where we are, I guess. So we are going to go and we are going to start all the way over with an uninstall up in this section. Let's just rip it all down this time. I don't care. And then we're going to get our dolly, and we're going to grab the flooring, and we are going to start to expand our ship out. And I'm just going to time-lapse that, and it takes however long it takes. I'm not going to speak really through it. It's just all going to be some background tasks while I edit up some other videos for YouTube. Because, I love this game, I do, but I have things to do today that don't involve sitting around and recording for YouTube. So I will see you guys in a moment once this portion gets done. And before he does anything silly, Adam, screw you, you're on work duty all bloody day. You don't get to go, you don't get to rest, because the last time you rested, you accidentally spaced yourself, you stupid sausage. Now you can see what I've done here is what we're going to call a massive, massive mistake, because now he has to calculate out all of these placeholders and where he's going to end up hauling stuff. So that is going to be a little bit of a problem right now. As you can see, we just made it back to OK Leg alive. With our massive haul, we have gone and over doubled the square footage of our ship. So if we head into here, let's access the transit real quick. And we will talk to, I believe it is in commercial. We can talk to the slot merchant that sells the derelicts and other things, and we can check out our ship rating. Because I guarantee you there is no good way in hell that we should have made it back with as little RCS fuel as we had. It is a 12.5 by a 12.8 meter ship. Oh wow, it only counts the so that's a bridge. That counts as engineering. That would be where our airlock is. That's also engineering. Okay, not bad. We're gonna have to see about figuring out how all the room specs work and organizing that all up. In the meantime, let's pay our fees and our finances. And we'll pop into the black market real quick, as well as the scrap kiosk to continue the ever continuing task of trying to find say it is a deuterium tank for our reactor. There's only one or two more items actually realistically that we need to find and buy. It should only cost us between $10,000 to $20,000. he's got nothing. We aren't going to sell anything just yet because I have spent about 6-7 hours or so actively recording this episode. And I have to say, I have not enjoyed an episode recording so much in my life, and I can't wait to edit this down, and I can't wait to put this out for you guys. I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoy making content for you guys. So we're gonna want those. We'll just accept that for now, because we're gonna need this treadmill, because we're going to have to start taking care of ourselves. Let's see, we'll access the lock. There we go. We can drop our new treadmill. We'll go back because we're going to need that drive for our ship, as the Hydra drive takes up a lot less space than the regular old fuel drives that we can buy. Oh wait, did that end up on the ship, or did I just not buy that? I don't think I bought that. And how close were we? We were not close at all. We were good, so we could have saved this till next episode, but I wanted you guys to see it right now because I didn't show you guys us buying the last one. But now we are the proud owner of 2 Hydra drives. Not bad at all. As we can see, most of our parts for our lovely reactor and our new treadmill, because eventually, good old Adam is going to have to start taking care of himself. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can lock the door on our storage corridor. Technically legal, technically not, who cares? Captain Adam Walsh, Space Pirate. God, that's gonna be so much fun. Anyways, you guys have a great one. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like and subscribe. See ya!